Hello, welcome to OMAT. We're going to get into our 8 exercises. But first, I have a question for you. Do you keep promising yourself something, maybe a new habit, a new task, and you just keep putting it off? Every day you put it off. Yesterday you did, the day before, and today you already put it off and are already saying it's too late. I am telling you it's not too late. Do a tiny version of it. Do a mini version of it. Start it, don't finish it, but do something, because here's probably what's going on. That discomfort of starting something, of doing something different, can make us freeze. So if you do the smallest version of it today, then you could start getting a little more comfortable with that new task, that new habit, that new program. And that little bit takes the edge off for next time. And you notice I'm still okay, even though I did that. So take the smallest action. Allow yourself to let that count, because it does. Because you're going from not doing it to doing it. Let's do it. Let's get into our practice. So if every day you're promising yourself, when Chemda says, let's get present, I'm going to do something silly, or I'm going to do something uncomfortable that's very behind the scenes, and you don't do it, because even if you're not on camera, even if I can't see you, you still feel uncomfortable. Let's do something uncomfortable. What does that look like when you're getting present? What weird thing are you going to do that's going to be perfectly okay once you do it, because we're experimenting with life? All right, as we maybe make some movements or be still or whatever it takes for us to get present, let's get into our first exercise of gratitude. There is always something to be grateful for. This world, if you can hear me, the world that you're living in has something to be grateful for. Let's look for it. Don't pull the muscle, but warm it up, stretch it. Let's see what we could find when we look for gratitude right now. Let's wrap for now. Finding the water. And you know what? This morning I gave myself bonus points during my gratitude practice because I put something that I don't like on my gratitude list. Where do the bonus points go? Come on, I'm making it all up. But that gives me a little bit of you did that. It gives me a little um, a little sigh of, hey, this thing that I don't like, it has some good parts, and I don't have to suffer through it. So I guess that's where the points went, for me to understand a little bit more of what I'm going through. Let's go to meditation. For 1 minute, we're going to take a little time out of what you're normally thinking, time out of what you're currently thinking, time out of any of the thoughts that are relentless and useless. Take a break. Put those thoughts on a boat and watch them float away. And if that's all you do in this minute, that's fine. Let's sit in any comfortable position, eyes opened or closed, and breathe. As we come back, let's find our water. Speaking of bonus points, apparently I had quite the morning. Gave myself bonus points for being still. Because even if I can't exactly decide what's going on in my mind, maybe my mind helped my body be still. And that's what I got out of meditation today. It's something different, even though it's the same move. Let's keep going. Let's write it out. We're not writing an entire book. We don't have to write all the feelings or figure out anything. Really, we're just writing any word. See if you could write, and the word that you're hesitating to write, see if you could do that. Let's write anything right now. Let's wrap for now. Find the water. Didn't get bonus points on my writing this morning, but I did experience something that I normally don't, which is I had nothing to write in the morning. And I did the thing that I say to do. I wrote down, I'm not sure what to write. And then it worked. I wrote some stuff down after that. Things came. Let's keep going. Let's get into our bodies just a little bit more. We're going to stretch it out. Now, if you don't want to do a full sun salutation, do the first move, the first two moves, skip some moves, make your own moves up, pretend like you're yawning and just stretch your arms out for the entire minute. Just elongate, whatever you want. It's your practice. I'm going to walk us through a sun salutation. Let's inhale the arms out, up, reaching up, looking up. Standing long in the body. Feel the length of your body reaching up as if you're getting taller, and fold forward. Hanging over your feet, rounded back, feeling the stretch. Bend your knees if you want. And let's get into a halfway lift. Flatten the back, look up, straighten the legs. And your arms can hang or they could be on your shins, whatever works for you. Let's get into a high plank. Plant your palms down, step your feet back, and lower slowly all the way down to the ground. Once you're there, push your palms, your chest comes up, head comes up, look up. And let's meet in down dog. Hips up, upside down V. Maybe you shake your head no or yes to loosen your neck muscles here. And walk forward towards your hands. Slowly roll up. Meet the palms above the head. And exhale the hands down to the center of the chest. Have some water. And notice maybe you stayed a little bit longer in one or two of the poses. Maybe you could breathe better in one of the poses, stay there. Whatever it is, let's move on into the plank. We warmed up our bodies a little bit, and now we're going to do a plank. Why? You don't have to answer that question. We could just get in our ready position. We have the why somewhere in us. We're ready to go in 3, 2, 1. We're planking. We are plankers. As soon as you get in this plank position, you become a planker. That's who you are now. That's 10 seconds. That's the kind of strength that you carry. The strength to say, I'm very comfortable sitting, but I'm going to get up, get in that plank pose. That's 20 seconds. Now we're going to keep generating that energy. I am strong enough to stay up in this plank pose. I do not need to come down off the pose. 30 seconds left. And maybe I'm getting a little tired. Maybe it would be more comfortable to come down off the plank because it's getting challenging. But for 20 seconds, I'm going to work body and mind. Body will say, we could do this. Mind says, yes, I got your back. How does that work? We generate our energy for 10 more seconds. Just saying 1 second at a time, I got this. I don't need to get off this plank for 3, 2, 1, and you're done. That is today's plank. Stretch your way back if you like stretching after the plank. Find some water. Find a little credit. Talk about uncomfortable. I don't always want to get into a plank pose. I don't always want to do anything. So if you felt some hesitation and went anyway with any of this, with life in general, go you. That's hard to do. We kind of want to like what we're about to do, but that's not always the case. Let's keep going. You might not like what you're about to do, but you might like later that you did do it. It's going to be helpful. Let's help our future selves by doing the thing that we can do right now. Let's take on a task, the smallest version right now. Let's wrap the task for now. Find the water. And one of the main things that I can prove to myself that I can do, take on as a task during this 1 minute of procrastination, is to prove to myself that I can do something useful even when I don't want to. By practicing doing it for a minute, I can use that to start other things that I don't want to do, that I'm a little uncomfortable doing, but know that it's useful. Let's keep going. Let's connect. Maybe I'm having a hard time with this exercise this week, this month. That's all right. I'm still practicing. I'm still warming it up. I'm still prioritizing it by putting it in the front, by trying right now to look for some kind of connection. Let's see what we could find. Let's wrap for now. Let's have some water. And no matter how that last exercise went, let's practice moving on. Shake it off if you need to shake it off. And since we're shaking and moving, let's keep moving. Let's see if we can get our heart rate up a little bit. Let's see if we can get moving. Let's put some energy to it. In 3, 2, 1. Move your body. Hey, this is the final exercise of the day. How much energy can you submit to this? Let's put it in there. And you're in for 10 seconds already. Find the energy for the exercise. If you haven't started, find a way to start. If it's not something that you want to do, and we're doing it for 20 seconds already, see if you can find a way to do things that you don't want to do that you know will be useful by practicing here. That's 30 seconds. Now, as we go, we might be getting a little tired. It might be getting a little challenging. How do you boost yourself back up mid-exercise? Practice for 20 seconds. Practice having the same energy as when you started, or maybe even more. See what your body and mind can do just for today. Doesn't have to be a precedent. For 10 seconds, generate what you need, making sure that you're breathing. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, and you're done. There it is, all 8 OMAT exercises, plus Hydration Nation. Thanks for taking OMAT today.